It's so unfair. Nintendo is releasing an awesome new console with all things that we've been asking for years, and we're crying because they don't include a $2 adapter that I have right here. And in addition, I have another one right here, and and I can pick them up for $2 at any retailer, but I'm just too cheap to spend that kind of money. It's just so fucking stupid. That's how stupid you sound. What's up, everyone? Lord Ryujin's here. Now, obviously, I was poking a little bit of fun of those idiots that are complaining about $2 adapters. Go off to a GameStop. Go off to a Best Buy. Go on Amazon. Buy them like 5 for $10. They are like styluses. They are like SD cards. They are super cheap. And you're complaining because it doesn't come? That the new Nintendo 3DS isn't going to come with an AC adapter. Really. Now, a valid point was made. What about the parents that might not know? Well, that is up to the employees, isn't it? Because I know that if I was at a Best Buy, and I know that if I worked at a GameStop, I know that, because I used to work in retail sales, and it was part of my job, really, to make sure that customers left the store with everything that they needed. When I used to sell cell phones, I made sure that they left with a screen protector, a possible case for it in case they dropped it, protection plan, anything. So I would make sure, especially when I used to work for a printing company, if you're going to buy this printer, you got to know that it does not come with a USB cord to hook it up to the computer. You're going to need that. Let's go over here and look at our options. How far are we talking about? You know, do you need just a couple of feet between the computer, or are you planning to go like, you know, lengthwise? Like, I made sure that they left with what they needed. So, one, that comes down to GameStop and EB Games and Best Buy and Walmart employees. Probably not Walmart employees. They don't give two craps. Second, it's up to the parent. I know that as a parent of 2 children who game along with me, that I've had to go off and I've had to buy multiples of these. And I've had to replace styluses. And I've even had to replace Wii U gamepad adapters to make sure that it stayed charged. And here's this weird thing where I buy extra. Also, Nintendo basically doesn't even sell it. Like, the U.S. is the only... I want to say it's U.S. only, because I'm not sure about other continents. But I know that over in Europe and Japan and all that stuff, they don't come included. They've never come included. At least as far as I know. So, why are you complaining? It doesn't come with an AC adapter because you're too cheap to buy another one. Oh no, it's because you're too spoiled. That's what it is. See, I remember back in the days when we had wired controllers, and you had to go off and you had to buy a wireless controller. Now you just instantly expect it. And then you had to buy batteries of those wireless controllers. Now you just expect them to automatically have built-in rechargeable batteries. And there used to be a time where if you wanted to upgrade to like composite video or even HDMI when it first came out, you had to buy an HDMI cable separate. Now we instantly expect, oh, it's got to come with the HDMI cable. It's got to come with everything. Now, to an extent, I understand where you're coming from. Because that would be like if I bought my PlayStation 4 and it didn't come included with a charge cable for, if it didn't come included with a charge cable for the controller. Okay, I get that. But at the same time, there's so many options out there that I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, okay, well, they didn't include a charge cable with it. Let me go to Walmart and pick up this one that charges 2 controllers, and I'll buy a second controller on top of it, and there you go. It's sort of like whenever you go to GameStop, they don't have the Nyko they don't have like the Nyko Wii U charge base or something like that, but they give you one that it sits flat and it charges like 2 Wii remotes or something at the same time. And I'm just like, that's what I'm talking about. Nintendo could basically stop selling, or they could stop including the Wii U gamepad adapter, and you can go on Amazon, you can buy the USB one for $3. You can buy Energizer bases. I mean, they are cheap. So I probably came off a little bit harsh in the beginning, but that's what I feel like. I feel like everybody is just crying and complaining, rather than being like me and going, thank you, Nintendo, for actually releasing it in the US, rather than being stingy and just saying, well, we have a huge portable market over in Japan, we're just going to keep it over there. Because they could have done that. But instead I'm being like, yes, thank you, Nintendo, for bringing it to me in February. I'm not going to complain because I have 3 of these adapters, and I'm not a cheap bastard that doesn't mind going off and spending a couple of bucks to get another one. So thank you, Nintendo, for releasing the new 3DS in the US. Thank you, Nintendo, for giving us better hardware and better hardware features for the 3DS in order to extend its life out. And thank you for not including these silly adapters to keep the production cost down, rather than having to pay a manufacturer to redo the box to include an adapter and cut the cost up because you had to redo the box and you had to include an adapter and package it, and it probably wouldn't change the weight that much, but you get sort of what I'm saying. It keeps the production cost down, so it comes to you at a cheaper price. So again, thank you, Nintendo, for thinking about the consumer and thinking about keeping the cost of the system down. But I'm going to be devil's advocate, and I'm going to sort of meet people in the middle, despite my opinion that they should just deal with it. And please, include one, just to shut people up. Even if it's just a cheap one that allows you to plug it in through USB or something. But that's my 2 cents, guys. I'm sorry if I came off a little harsh in the beginning, but make sure you share your opinions down below, and have a good one.